Join us as we take on the challenge of spotting a tiger in the wild while exploring the serene landscape of Ranthambhore National Park and discover the tranquility that can be enjoyed in this wonderful location. You're going to love it. Despite having over 70 tigers currently in the park, many wildlife enthusiasts struggle to see these elusive creatures. It's as if they have a sixth sense that allows them to evade our cameras. Even the most seasoned guides can't guarantee a sighting. And you know what? It's the uncertainty that makes the experience even more exciting. But even if you don't see tigers, there are many other species to discover, and the whole safari experience can still be thrilling, not to mention the contrast of tranquility you can feel during your stay. Join us as we explore the diverse wildlife, stunning landscapes of Ranthambhore, including insider tips for maximising your whole safari experience, and an insight into what the safari is like. So what can you do to get the most from your safari? Well, firstly, regard seeing a tiger as a bonus. I know that's not what you want to hear, but then you can enjoy seeing all the other creatures who live in the park. Also, you won't be so disappointed if you don't see a tiger, and you'll be even more amazed if you do. If possible, go on 2 or 3 safaris during your stay, so you're increasing your chances of that breathtaking moment when you see a tiger for the very first time. If you can, pay a little extra to go on a jeep safari seating 6 people for a more personalised service rather than the larger canters, which seat about 20. Be patient. When you want to see animals in their natural habitat, you need to be calm and just wait. Follow the guide's instructions. They have great knowledge of the park and the animals, so can enhance your chances of a sighting. So follow their lead. Plan ahead so you know your safaris are reserved and your accommodation is booked, as you don't want to miss out on this incredible experience. Oh, and get a good night's sleep. It's an early start in the morning. And what was the safari like? Well, the morning safari was our first experience of safaris in India, so we really didn't know what to expect. We were so excited as we set off into the park. After a mere 20 minutes, we stopped in a clearing and were just about to turn around to head off in another direction when she appeared in the forest and walked right in front of the jeep. Wow, did that just happen? I was speechless, excited, filled with awe, all at the same time. Our first meeting was with Arrowhead, a 10-year-old Bengal tiger. She wandered about the area for 10 minutes, not really caring that we were there, just doing her thing. She was bigger than I thought, and we were really close to her. How she moved was wonderful. She slinked along, totally relaxed, like this was definitely her domain, and she was allowing us to be there. We saw many other creatures during the safari, lots of varieties of deer, birds, monkeys and crocodile, but there are many more to see as you navigate the park. The scenery is stunning, with rocky outcrops, rivers, lakes, not to mention the unusual banyan trees. On the way back to the hotel, we even saw a young Bengal fox at the side of the road. Then, in the afternoon, we were collected by a second jeep with a different guide and driver. There were only 4 guests in the jeep, so we felt even more special. We were entering Zone 4, the largest of the zones, and headed deep into the park. Although we had already seen a tiger, we were still very excited. It's like just being in the park brings out the explorer in you. It's truly magical. Our guide and driver seemed to have a plan of where we were going, and their insight and knowledge paid off as we descended a track to a secluded watering hole for our second, yes, that's right, our second tiger of the day. But this sighting was very different and even closer than the first. At first I couldn't see anything as the tiger was lying in the long grass, but then it stirred and raised its head and oh wow, I was mesmerised. I couldn't quite believe what I was seeing. It was a very humbling experience. Even when we returned to the hotel, I kept reliving the whole day. The uncertainty, the excitement of exploring, followed by the exhilaration of actually seeing tigers. It was an unforgettable experience for which we are eternally grateful. So how do you enhance your whole safari experience? The safari is important, but it's the whole experience of being here that you'll remember. You can't control what wildlife you'll see, but you can choose where you spend your downtime during your visit. Choose accommodation close to the park to reduce transfer times, especially on the early morning safaris. We stayed in the Ranthambhore Heritage Haveli. I still remember when we arrived and pushed the metal door into the grounds open. It was like walking into a beautiful fairy tale. This oasis of calm was stunning, with its traditional style of architecture, immaculate gardens, and serene vibe. As with all amazing experiences, you do need a bit of time to process what you have seen. And that's why being in a tranquil setting is so important. Having a bit of luxury is nice too after being in a jeep for much of the day. Whether you want to relax in the garden or by the pool, or just chat with the other guests and exchange tiger sighting stories as you watch the sun go down. We still think back to our very special time in Ranthambhore and our 2 wonderful tiger sightings. The rush of adrenaline, the thrill of the unknown, and the sheer awe of being in the presence of these majestic creatures. It's an experience that's hard to put into words. On a safari, there are incredible sights and sounds. You learn the importance of conservation and have a deeper appreciation of wildlife. It's been an incredible journey and we're grateful to have been able to share it with you. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to check out our other videos and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you. See you next time.